So far we have studied profit and loss account, how to prepare profit and loss account, that we have done yesterday. We have done one question also, this one, and we have calculated the net profit also. Okay, fine. So now coming to the classification of indirect expenses. See, whatever expenses you are writing in profit and loss account, these all are indirect expenses. This side, left hand side, whatever you are writing, first of all, these all are expenses, and these all are called indirect expenses. Whatever expenses you are writing in trading account, that all are direct expenses. So now coming to expenses, operating and non-operating. The knowledge of operating expenses, non-operating expenses, operating incomes and non-operating incomes is very, very important for your syllabus, because this knowledge you will be requiring in your class 11 as well as in class 12 also. That's why I have prepared such simple notes for you. Now first see operating expenses. So whatever expenses, main activity of the business, that will be termed as operating expenses. Like suppose your business main activity is purchasing mobiles and selling mobiles. Now suppose for that purchase you are paying some commission, or you are making some traveling expenses for collection of that goods. So means some sort of expenses may be there. You are doing some postage expenses, suppose. So these will become your operating expenses, because this postage has been done regarding, like suppose you are placing orders through postal medium. You are sending in handwritten or typed letter. So that's why you have to post it through courier or through some India Post. So that will charge you something. So that cost will also become your operating expense, because it has been incurred for completion of the main activity of the business. It is connected with the main activity of the business. It includes office and administrative expenses. All the office expenses will be regarding your business main activity. Whatever you do in your office, your operating activity, your main business you are doing in your office. So if you are consuming electricity in your office, that is your operating expense, because that electricity has been used for the conduction of your main activity. If you are using phone there, that will also be your operating expense. If you are incurring some postal charges, that will also be your operating expense. So included in operating through office and administrative expenses and selling and distribution expenses. So your main activity is selling goods, purchasing goods and selling goods. And if you are selling goods, sometimes you are required to distribute them also. So whatever expenses you are doing for distributing your goods or for selling your goods, like you are doing some advertisement. Advertisement is again it is an operating expense. You are giving some promotional offers. Suppose you are giving 20% extra, so that 20% extra is your operating expense. So if you are giving discount to your customers, and now suppose if you are giving credit and that money is not coming back, so bad debts is also in the course of your main activity of the business. Depreciation on the assets. Amortization is just like a depreciation. Depreciation is charged on tangible assets and amortization is charged on intangible assets. But the process of both is same. Both will reduce your value of assets. Then repairs. If you are having assets, obviously repairs will be there, maintenance expenses will be there. If you are having bank current account, bank charges will be there. If you are having your office space rented or your godown is on rent, that you will be paying some rent for that space. So these all are connected with your main activity of the business, and that's why it become operating expense for you. So now I hope meaning of operating expense is clear to all of you. Now coming to the next, operating incomes. Okay. So now what are operating incomes? Same logic. Incomes associated with the operating activities of the business. Like when you are selling the goods, you are giving discount. And when you are purchasing goods, you are receiving the discount. So that discount received will become your operating income. Same way, if you are receiving any commission through the course of your main activity of the business, that will become your operating income. If you are selling goods on credit and some bad debts are there, then later on you might be recovering that bad debt. So that bad debt recovered is also your operating income. So the incomes which are connected with your operating activity. Operating activity means the main activity for which you have started your business. If you have started a business for mobile phones, the main activity is purchase of mobile phones and selling of mobile phones. For an insurance company, what will be the main activity? For an insurance company, the main activity is that you have to receive the premiums, you have to sell out your insurance policies, and then you will be receiving what? You will be receiving insurance premiums. And when the claims will be filed with you, you will be uh, paying the claims. You will be paying the claims. Now, for bank, what is operating activity? Accepting deposits. It is the main activity of the bank. Accepting deposits. People either deposit money in their savings account or in their current account or in their recurring deposit or a fixed deposit. What types of accounts are there in your study? And giving loans to others is the main operating activity of bank. So they accept the money and they give the money to others, those who require that. In that manner, they borrow money from you at a lower cost and they lend the same money to other industrialists at a higher cost. So operating expenses and operating incomes. Now I hope operating activity is also clear. What is the meaning of operating activity? Like what is your operating activity? Okay, coming to you. What is your operating activity? If I talk about you. Yes, very good, very good. Studying, academics, or uh, this is your main work. So if you are suppose purchasing stationery, that will be your operating expense. But if suppose you are purchasing mobile phones, leave the current scenario of this current year. But if suppose you are purchasing uh, any, take the example of mobile phone, which you generally not require except this year. So that is not your operating expense. But purchasing books, stationery, these are your operating expense. Yes. So now I hope you will be able to. Okay. Now coming to the next topic, non-operating expense. Now coming to the next topic, non-operating expense. So similarly, because you have learned now operating expenses are concerned with the operating activity of the business, main activity of the business. So non-operating expenses will be the expenses which are not connected with the main activity or operating activity of the business. So like suppose you have borrowed money So borrowing money is not your business. Borrowing money is not your business. So that's why whatever interest you are paying on that borrowed amount will also be considered as non-operating expense. Now, when you have started your business, you have started it for purchasing and selling of mobile phones or donating mobile phones or donating some money. You have started your business for the purpose of purchasing and selling mobile phones, and your objective was to earn profit. Your objective was to earn profit. So you have not started for its charity purpose. You have not started it for charity purpose. So again, you have purchased fixed assets for the use for using them in your business. You have purchased fixed assets for using them. Like suppose you have purchased an office space. You have purchased a machinery for your functioning. See, one query is there. See, even if you are using that borrowed money, obviously when you will borrow money, when you need funds for your business, obviously you have employed that money into your business. But your task is not borrowing money and giving interest. It is not your operating activity. That I will borrow the money and I will pay the interest. Your main activity is that I will purchase the goods and I will sell the goods and I will earn the profit. That's why interest will also be a non-operating expense. Now, next thing is loss on sale of fixed assets. So whenever these assets are of no use, you will sell them. Your business is not purchasing of machinery and selling of machinery. It is not your business. So that's why if you are having some loss or profit on the sales of fixed assets, it will be either non-operating expense or non-operating income. If you are having profit on sale of fixed assets, it will become your non-operating income. If you are having loss on sale of fixed assets, it will become your non-operating expense. Then again, loss by fire, loss by theft, it will also be your non-operating expense. Loss by fire or loss by theft will also be your non-operating expense. Your business is not that first I will be having a fire and then I will be having a claim. Okay, now coming to the non-operating incomes. Incomes not related to main or operating activity of the enterprise. So this is already clear. We have already discussed that incomes which are associated with the operating activities will be termed as operating incomes, and incomes which are not connected to the main activity of the business will be termed as non-operating income. So for example, interest received on investment. Now your business is to purchase mobile and sell mobile. Your business is not to make some investments. If suppose somehow you are having excess cash, then it is not your business that you will be investing money somewhere. It is not in the main activity of the business. It is a side activity. You have done it for some extra profit purpose because right now my cash is idle. I don't need it. And whenever you are doing investments, there are two types of income. Either you will be receiving interest or you will be receiving dividend. Or sometimes you may receive rent also if you are investing in some property. So these three incomes will be termed as your non-operating incomes: interest, dividend, and rent. Then, if you are selling a fixed assets at profit, that will also be a non-operating income. I hope I have made four clear. With the help of the example, what are operating expenses and non-operating expenses. Now there is one more term, operating profit. We can classify the profits into various parts. Like first one which we have learned is gross profit. Then afterwards, you have calculated yesterday net profit. So one is gross profit and one is net profit. But one more type of profit it can be there, which is called operating profit. Means profit earned through normal operating activities of the business. See, gross profit is also a part of operating profit. Gross profit is always a part of operating profit. Why? Because gross profit is the profit which you have earned with the help of purchasing and selling goods. It is a difference between the incomes and expenses which you have directly incurred on the goods. So that's why gross profit is a part of your operating profit. But in gross profit, we have to make certain additions and certain subtractions for reaching to the operating profit. Because there can be still some operating incomes and there can be still some operating expenses also which you have incurred in your business connected with the operating activity. So now first thing is profit earned through normal operating activity of the business. Then formula can be operating profit is equal to gross profit plus operating incomes minus operating expenses. So that formula I already explained that gross profit is the difference between incomes and expenses connected directly to your goods. But there can be certain indirect incomes which are called operating incomes. And means there are two types of indirect incomes, operating incomes and non-operating incomes. So operating incomes are also connected to your operating activity, like commission you are receiving, discount you are receiving, or bad debts you are recovering. So that is also part of operating income. So you have to add these incomes to your gross profit. And then later on you have to subtract certain operating expenses. What are operating expenses now? Administration and office expenses, selling and distribution expenses, discount, bad debts, rent, depreciation. These all are operating expenses which you have to deduct from your gross profit. Then you will be getting your operating profit. Yes, please. First formula is clear. Operating profit formula is clear. Now second formula. Now this formula will keep on changing. Now tell me the formula of gross profit. Tell me the formula of gross profit. Tell me the formula of gross profit. Very good. So gross profit formula is net sales minus cost of goods sold. So can I write here, instead of writing gross profit, can I write here net sales minus cost of goods sold? Instead of writing gross profit here, can I write net sales minus cost of goods sold? Can I replace this? So that's why in the next formula, what I have done, I have replaced gross profit with the help of its formula net sales minus cost of goods sold. Rest of the formula is same if you will compare it. So instead of writing gross profit in the next formula, I have written net sales minus cost of goods sold. And rest of the formula is same. Now second one is clear. Okay. Now see, one more formula is there. One term is called operating cost. Operating cost is equal to cost of goods sold plus operating expenses. Cost of goods sold plus operating expenses. Whatever the cost of goods sold is there, and if you add operating expenses there, and if you subtract operating incomes, if you subtract operating incomes, so then you will get operating cost. So now see, if it is operating cost, so that's why this all section, has been replaced by operating cost here. Net sales minus operating cost. Net sales minus operating cost. तो मैं दूसरा कलर दे देता हूँ. So this is the third formula. So it is also called operating cost. That's why instead of writing these all three, I have written here minus operating cost. Okay. Now this formula is a little bit typical for understanding. That's why I will show you this chart. See this chart also now. First, I will write always by gross profit and profit and loss account. And then I will be writing incomes here in profit and loss account. On the right hand side, on the credit side, what I will be writing? I will be writing incomes. Now there are two types of incomes. One is operating income and one is non-operating income. Again, on the debit side, I will be writing the expenses. Now there are two types of expenses, operating expenses and non-operating expenses. So what I do, if I add operating incomes in the gross profit, and if I subtract operating expenses from its total, then what I will be getting? I will be getting operating profit. First, see this section only, whether this first section is clear to you or not. Gross profit, see here we have done it. Gross profit plus operating income minus operating expenses equal to operating profit. Gross profit plus operating incomes minus operating expenses is equal to operating profit. Just please reply in chat box whether this first section is clear or not. I have cleared this section with the help of formula also, and I have cleared this section with the help of your profit and loss account also. So both ways should be clear to you. Yes, very good, very good, very good. If still you face any difficulty, you can tell. The same thing which I have written in the formula is represented here also. And now it is easy to you, it is easy for you to connect. Now I will get the operating profit. It is also having a credit balance because this side total is greater. Income side total is greater. That's why it will come again in the credit side. Now what I will be doing, I will add up non-operating incomes and I will be subtracting non-operating expenses also, which are not directly connected with my business. That income I will add and that expense also will deduct from here. Then I will reach to the net profit. Then I will be reaching to the net profit. So how I reach to the net profit from the gross profit? Actually, if I add operating and non-operating incomes and if I subtract operating and non-operating expenses, then I reach to the net profit. Now, is this point clear how to calculate the net profit? That we have also practiced yesterday. All indirect incomes will be written here, all indirect expenses will be written here, and you will reach to the net profit. But if we classify it in operating and non-operating, this will be the presentation. So means your net profit includes operating as well as non-operating incomes. Your net profit includes operating as well as non-operating incomes. See now, it is the profit earned through operating and non-operating activities of the business. The definition of net profit: it is the profit earned through operating and non-operating activities of the business. This point is clear now. You can check it practically also, that you are adding operating as well as non-operating incomes to the gross profit, and you are subtracting operating expense as well as non-operating expense from the gross profit. Then only you are getting net profit. So net profit is equal to gross profit plus operating incomes plus non-operating incomes minus operating expenses minus non-operating expenses. All the incomes will be added in the gross profit, and all the expenses will be subtracted from the gross profit. Then you will be getting your net profit. So I hope this formula is also clear. And if I do this part, gross profit plus operating incomes minus operating expenses, what it will be? Gross profit plus operating incomes minus operating expenses.